afternoon and welcome to Woodbridge Local Channel 35. Here, bringing you the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association preliminary first round of the state tournament between the Nutley Raiders and the Colonia Patriots. Here with me today, my name is Philip Hall. I'm the president of the Woodbridge Affordable Housing and Independent Club of Colonia, and I have working with me today Dennis Alako. He's the current president of North Jersey Board number 33 of the approved basketball officials, which oversee all the officials for youth and high school basketball in central and northern New Jersey. He's also been a high school official for over 20 years and currently is an NCAA men's basketball official. By the way, he also coached Morris Catholic. Dennis, welcome.
Phil, thanks. Great to be here with you today. Should be an exciting game.
Well, Dennis, Colonia comes in at 21-4, and the 4 losses that they have, 3 of them are to one team, and that's St. Thomas Aquinas, who only lost 1 or 2 games this year.
Yeah, St. Thomas, Phil, is one of the better teams in the state, and clearly all 3 of those games that Colonia played against St. Thomas Aquinas were real competitive matchups. So we'll see what happens here today.
So Colonia throws the tip. They throw it down low to number 21 for Colonia. He throws it back out to number 2, and that's Savion Presley.
Real good court awareness there by the big guy, finding the spot-up shooter.
Not only that, Savion Presley is one of the leading scorers. And you can bet, wow, what a nice play underneath, but he missed the layup. Woodbridge gets Colonia gets a rebound and brings it back up.
Yeah, if Nutley's going to stay in the game here today, Phil, they really have to capitalize on those easy basket opportunities. And they clearly missed one there.
One thing about Colonia, they're going to hustle all over the court. And if you notice, number 21 for Colonia High School is Billy Anderson. He's a 6'7" senior, and he took the ball to the hole. He missed the layup, but he got the rebound. He's the one that threw it out to Savion with just looking up and down the court and gave it to the open shooter, and Savion scored. So now we have Nutley bringing it across, throws it back out to number 45 for Nutley, takes it to the top, throws it in the side, goes down low. They have a lot of cutting and setting picks, Dennis. That might be interesting.
Yeah, it's what it's going to do. They seem to be doing a good job so far, spreading the court, really making Colonia defend the whole half court here. Seem to be real patient on the offensive end.
I'll tell you, Anthony Pinnell comes out high and sets good screens and frees up the man. He goes right to the hole. That outside man on the wing can see him. He's open underneath.
Yeah, Anthony's got a great body to set a good screen. That's for sure.
Yeah, he looks like he could be on a baseball and football team in addition to the basketball team. But he's playing well, looks very athletic.
Foul on number 24 there. Justin Gordon is first.
Nick Schroeder goes to the line for the Nutley Raiders. Score still 3-0 with 6:16 to go in the quarter. And he hits the first one, so the Raiders are on the board, 3-1. And he makes 2.
Pretty good form there.
Yeah, both hit the net and didn't touch anything else, so something to look forward to. So Colonia brings the ball up. Savion Presley. One thing about Colonia, Dennis, is that they pass the ball extremely well. They look for the open man. They always have their heads up, and they play aggressive defense. Presley with another 3-pointer, and he makes it.
If Nutley's going to want to stay in this game, Phil, they're going to have to figure out a way to get their defense rotated back to cover Presley. You can't leave a shooter like that open.
I concur. And you see the aggressive defense? Now, when you have a scorer like Savion Presley, generally they focus on their scoring. Did you see how aggressive his defense was?
Absolutely.
And Coach Gonzalez has them all playing the same defense. And no matter what substitutions they have, they still play the same way, which is a sign of a good team and a good coach. Colonia's ball out on the side.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a good block on Billy Anderson.
Good play by Anthony Pinnell on that play.
He's playing aggressive.
Not afraid to play against a bigger opponent, that's for sure.
And Billy Anderson has some arm reach too. So Pinnell scores 2 points from the top of the inside the top of the key.
Pinelli made a nice play on the defensive end, came right back and hit a nice mid-range jumper.
He certainly
well done.
did. It's Taylor underneath with the rebound, up and in. Noah Taylor, 2 points. He gets his rebound, puts it up, and gets fouled. Goes to the line. The thing about Colonia that I see over the course of the season is how well they play together. And again, you know, when you can take somebody out and you don't lose anything offensively or defensively, that's a great sign for a great team. And obviously their record indicates such.
Absolutely, Phil. It's all about interchangeable parts. If you can, especially at the high school level, if you can go get a couple subs in the game and they can continue to execute and play good defense, that makes a real tough night for your opponent, that's for sure.
Colonia makes a full court press and Nutley breaks it. Throws it to the big guy in the middle. He pitches it back out. Ball's on top. They're moving it around well. Colonia looks like they're in a man-to-man, but it looks like a 2-3 zone. But they're picking up man. Underneath the basket, thank God for Savion Presley. He saw it and picked it up. Another good pick by Pinnell at the top, and he went right to the basket, and he had an open shot if Savion didn't break it up.
Nutley seems to be very comfortable playing a very deliberate offense. They don't seem to be in any hurry.
They seem like they know what they're doing. They're not out here just running up and down the court. It's very organized, and that's what you like to see. And that's how you're going to beat Colonia. You're going to have to, or even to hang with them.
Yeah, I don't think you're not going to. You don't want to get into a very athletic run and gun type of matchup with Colonia.
No, and Colonia is very athletic and they're quick. And you'll notice that when they substitute, it's a great move to the basket, even though he missed a shot.
Another good look.
Yep.
Pinnell took the extra step. Had the right idea, good hustle play. Just took the extra step.
You'll notice that when they substitute, like Damon Nelson, when he comes in, he runs up and down the court like a gazelle, Dennis. He's the quickest guy I've ever seen going to the basket. Plays great defense, and you'll see these substitutions as the game continues.
That'll be interesting to see too, Phil, as the game progresses, and you know, if Nutley doesn't go as deep off the bench, it'll be interesting to see how. There's a steal.
Oh my!
Great defensive play by Jaden Jones on that.
I don't have a number 4 on Nutley's roster, Dennis, do you?
No, I don't, Phil. Yes, I'm sorry. That's Peter Riyad.
Okay.
Peter Riyad.
So Peter Riyad stole the ball, went for the basket, but he got it blocked going for the layup. But Nutley moves it around, gives it to number 45, Nick Schroeder, and he scores.
Very nice play by Schroeder there, getting to the rim. Good step back 3.
Presley with another 3. Savion Presley lighting him up today. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line. And he has 9 of the 12 points for Colonia. Again, Nutley's playing very disciplined ball. They're not being moved, and there's a steal.
There's a steal by Jordan. Good hard drive to the basket.
And it was a good hard foul, too. Great steal, though. And again, it's aggressive defense. They're anticipating where they're going to throw the ball. And now there's some type of anticipation that's easy to look at because they're throwing directly to the outside guy that's covering on the sides, which is the wing, or they're throwing it underneath. So they're kind of showing you their hand a little bit.
Yep.
And Colonia seems like they've picked up on it. And into the game comes a fan favorite of mine, Michael Howell. And they don't lose anything by putting Howell in for Taylor. Noel Taylor does a great job. Noah does a great job. But they don't lose anything by putting Michael Howell in. And you'll see that he's just as aggressive on the boards and in his defensive play.
Great form by Jaden Jones on those 2 free throws. Looks very comfortable. That's what you're looking for out of your guards, especially towards the end of the game. They have the ball in their hands. Got to have good free throw shooters.
There you go. And Matthew Sherb is in for Colonia also, and he picks up a steal as soon as he comes in. And I believe he's fouled. Yeah, number 45. And they take it out on the side.
That's the first foul against Peter Nyad, team's third.
Down low to Billy Anderson. He misses. That's a second layup. That's very unusual. You won't see that a lot. I'm sure it's not nervousness. Maybe he didn't know where he was under the basket, because he won't miss many of those for sure.
That time Billy was wide open. Sometimes you can get too open, Phil, and all of a sudden you're looking for a defender and there's nobody there.
I absolutely concur. But he plays good defense.
Yes, he did. He affected that shot
absolutely.
For sure.
Goes down low to Michael Howell. He throws it up. The rebound, he misses it. Presley gets the rebound off of Billy Anderson miss.
Great hustle, great feed by, that's fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, Presley threw it down low to Justin Gordon, and he scored 2 underneath. Again, we have pressure. It's half court. They're picking it up. But look at this. Oh, almost another steal. And Pinal scores off a pass from the guard. Savion Presley with another 3. So the guard for Nutley, Dante Du Bois Carter, he handles it, but when he gets into traffic, he stumbled a little bit, but he did get a pass off, and they were able to score, which is good. So with 1:10 left in the first quarter, 19-8, Colonia on top. Dennis, I noticed the ref is talking to Savion Presley. What do you think he's saying?
He just might have, after. It looks like he's going out of the game. I don't know if he's maybe had a little cut or something that needed to be tended to. But I noticed after the last made basket, Savion was a little excited. I would be excited too, being 4 for 4 from 3. But the last thing the officials want is to have any kind of chatter going on between opponents out on the court. Probably some good preventative officiating. Got a great officiating crew here today. Scott Rusak, Phil Benson, and Ryan Curtis. 3 really good young officials doing a great job so far here.
Okay, and the last score at the other end by Nutley was Peter Nyad. He scored 2 on a layup. It was a great pass. He was going towards the hole. And then Colonia gets it back. They go down low. And that's Noah Taylor. Went up for the shot, and he was fouled. So with 41 seconds left, 19-10, Noah Taylor's on the line. And the first one's good. Dennis, I happened to speak with Gonzalez, the coach of Colonia, and I basically asked him what was his game plan, which I'd like to talk to you about in the next 40 seconds.
Sure.
Peter Nyack, that came into the game, seems to be playing well. He doesn't seem to be deterred by the defensive strategies of Colonia. Also, they got number 10 in, which is Matt Pergola for Nutley. Yeah. And that's Howell on the rebound. Throws it out to Damon. That's Damon Nelson, just went to the basket. That's the gentleman I was mentioning earlier. He runs incredibly quick, very athletic, jumps out the gym. So he's in for one of the starters now. Plays great defense, as the whole team does. I really, really have to say the whole team does. But watch how quick he is and going to the ball.
Yeah, Taylor with a good hustle play there. Unfortunately, picked up his first personal, team's third. Good hustle play going after his own miss.
Nutley with the ball, and number 45 takes a shot at the buzzer, and it's a miss by Nick Schroeder. But a good effort. He had an open shot. He went to his left, and it's very difficult to shoot from your left when you're right-handed and you're going left. So, but it was a good try. And what I was about to tell you, Dennis, is that I spoke with Jose Gonzalez, the coach of Colonia, and he was telling me, I basically asked him, what's his game plan? So Nutley comes in, I believe, with a 13-11 record. No indication of what they've been doing. Out of the last 5 games, they've won 3 of them, and obviously some teams start slower than others. But you and I both know when it comes to March, those teams that are successful, they gel towards that point and they get better and better. So as you get into the playoffs, they've been winning, and that's what you want. So I asked him what was his strategy, and basically he said that he's going to press, he's going to run up and down, he's going to play aggressive defense, and make sure they don't make mistakes.
Yeah, so far clearly, Phil, that game plan seems to be coming to fruition here. What we've seen so far is, Colonia has extended their defense, a little half-court pressure, trying to speed Nutley up a little bit, get them to turn the ball over, get some easy transition baskets. But I'll tell you what, so far Nutley's had absolutely no answers for Savion Presley. 4 for 4 from 3 in the first quarter for 12 points. They're really going to have to figure that out. And boy, that's a nice weapon for Colonia to have, because if a defense has to start extending outward and taking care of a guy like Presley who's got the hot hand, that's really going to open up things inside for the big guys.
And Billy Anderson will answer that call, him and Noah Taylor for sure. And the first thing they do is go into Billy Anderson and back out to Taylor, and he's looking for him down low. Savion Presley with the ball at the top of the key. He can hit that shot. Oh, but he gets his own rebound, and he's trying.
Yeah, he seems to be very comfortable for a big fellow playing out on the perimeter as well as inside. So
yeah, I've seen him hit it.
Yep. Let's see what Nutley can do here on the offensive end. They need a basket in the worst way.
I think that was holding on Billy Anderson. When he was cutting, he saw he was open. Number 14 went to the basket, and they were looking for him down low, which is that pick and roll. They go inside.
Yeah, that's one thing, Phil, that the players will have to get accustomed to in the state playoffs. All of the game assignments now become 3-person games, and some of the things that may happen during the course of a 2-person game, that third official is there to pick up all those little holds and grabs.
So we had a drive to the basket by Jaden Jones, and he threw it underneath to Noah Taylor, who missed the layup, got the rebound, but he missed it again. Ball went out of bounds on Colonia, so Nutley's bringing up. And again, we have 3-quarter court pressure. And they're in a 2-1-2 zone. And they steal the ball, but they get it back.
Yep.
10 seconds.
A 10-second violation. That's the second one there.
And Youssef got caught with the ball, Karam Youssef, in the back court with it. And taken out of the bounds for Colonia will be Jaden Jones on the side. This is a set play. Savion Presley gets the ball, he throws it back to Jaden Jones. Justin Gordon, number 24, doesn't take a lot of shots, but he's always there when you need him. They go down low to Billy Anderson, and he scores. Yes, nice turnaround, good footwork. I think that's 1 for 5 for Billy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Billy's had some good looks, but glad to see he got on the board there.
There you go.
And another turnover by Nutley caused by Colonia's pressure.
So what do you think Nutley should do to break that pressure that Colonia's putting on them?
Well, they have to get the ball. They have to get a little more movement out of the Colonia defense. Good call by official Scott Rusak there on the catch, little travel violation. But Phil,
Jaden Jones traveled?
Yes.
Okay.
Back to your point, they just have to get the zone to move a little more. Nutley doesn't seem to be very comfortable right now handling the half-court pressure. Little penetration now. That would have been the smart move, but another turnover by Nutley. And a foul on the drive.
Jaden Jones stole the ball at half court, went to the basket and laid it in and got fouled. And you're right, Dennis. The problem, I think, is you're correct in saying they need to move the ball. You can't get the ball and start dribbling and let the defense collapse on you. You got to pass it back and forth and make them run. Don't hold the ball. And there's nobody running to the middle. When you throw it cross court, the opportunity to get a steal is much greater. So Jaden Jones converts on the first one. He gets another one. And he converts on them both. So with 5:58 to go in the second quarter, Colonia 25, Nutley 10.
Let's see, right there, Colonia, or excuse me, Nutley on the other hand. Nice move there, and a good finish.
That was Nick Schroeder,
by
by
Nick
the way.
Schroeder.
Yes. And you were saying then?
Yeah, Nutley needs to do a little better job of spreading the court. They're making it very easy for Colonia by bringing their 3 deep guys, you know, almost right up to where defenders are. You need to spread the court a little more and make Colonia play the whole half court if they're going to be in a pressing situation.
Yeah, because they're compressing their offense, which
Correct.
means they can compress the defense.
Good finish by Jaden Jones there. There you go. Now we got to get a little penetration. Make 2 guys play you, look opposite. There you go.
Nutley goes to the hole. Dante Du Bois Carter, he gets fouled going in.
That's Noah Taylor's second personal.
Then it's the difference.
Team's fifth.
The difference with that, I think he threw the ball down low the first time, and I think that was a wing and a prayer. The guy just happened to catch it, because I don't think he saw him, because he was covered by 2 men, and he had the sideline. He had no place to go. I think he just threw it over his head to get it out of his hands.
Yeah, agreed, Phil. I mean, clearly, Colonia is having the desired results by upping the tempo and pressing Nutley. Nutley definitely does not seem comfortable playing in an up-tempo game.
Misses the first one. Du Bois Carter.
Oh, second one in and out.
Jaden Jones brings it up, throws it over to Billy Anderson.
Oh, nice move on the baseline.
Oh,
And
great move.
great finish.
That was Justin Gordon. It looks like he was faking to go back, turned and went right to the basket and laid it in and was fouled. Justin Gordon is that quiet kind of guy that just does everything that any coach asks of him. Doesn't look to score a lot, rebounds, plays great defense, but he's capable of scoring.
He seemed very comfortable there, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Nutley bringing the ball back up. They break the press with a dribble. He carried the ball, turned it over.
Once again, that's just a result of Colonia's pressure defense causing some problems.
Well, at this stage of the game, it's preliminary round. You don't want to leave anything to the imagination. You want to come out, be aggressive, get the lead, and keep it. Jones with the ball, looks down low to Howe, throws it underneath.
Good idea, good cut there, but Nutley answered the call defensively.
Yeah, Gordon couldn't grab it, got knocked out of his hands.
Ooh, almost a steal by Presley.
They look down low for the cutters. Pinal just got fouled from behind. I think that was Billy Anderson that fouled him.
Yep, that's Anderson's second, team sixth.
A little something for concern with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Next foul will be in the bonus.
Well, they take him out and they put in number 3, Desmond Nelson. They're not losing much in terms of the rebound. He can jump out the gym. Billy Anderson's a senior, so this is his final year. Plays forward, he's 6'7", 200 pounds. Solid player all around.
Colonia, no rush here offensively with 18-point lead. They're going to get a good shot here. Running real patterned offense. Yep, took the extra shuffle. Even with an 18-point lead, Phil, Coach Rodriguez wasn't real happy with that turnover. Wanted the Patriots to continue running a little offense.
Well, I'll tell you something about Coach Gonzalez. Who was that, number 45 for Nutley?
Yes, sir. That was Nick Schroeder with a three.
Schroeder with a three. Jose Gonzalez looks for perfection. Savion Presley with the shot. And not only does he look for it, but when he played for perfection. A lot of people might not be aware, but he played for Carteret. And in the 2001-2002 season, he scored 51 points in a game, and he still holds Carteret's all-time leading scorer record for a single game, which is why his guards are so explosive, I'm sure.
Oh. Nice finish there by Peter Riyad. Good drive to the basket. And probably a good timeout there by Coach Rodriguez. He didn't like what he was seeing the last couple trips down the court.
So also a good time to acknowledge some of the people that help TV 35 do what we do every day, which is to bring you events, current events, sports to the Woodbridge Township. To all our viewers, we'd like to thank Lee Beckerman, the director of Channel 35. Also, Gina Forbes, the deputy director. And then for our audio and visual technicians, we got Joe Fernandez, who is here with us today. Email Brand Daffy, Samantha Roth, Bruno Martin, and also email Zapolo. And also working with us tonight is Wilmore Ribiano. And he's a freelance audio technician, but he's here with us tonight. So we just want to thank them for doing a great job that they've done all year and certainly bringing you the best in Colonia, Woodbridge, and JFK High School basketball, along with baseball and football. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you very much. We're just happy to be here and excited that you're able to bring those individuals who might not be able to come out and watch the game, but can certainly, if they have to work or for any other reason, illness, the pandemic, can watch this on local channel 35, YouTube, and I believe it's on Twitter or Facebook. Might not be on YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. So Nutley with the ball on the top. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, Coach Rodriguez couldn't have been happy about that last offensive possession. You call a timeout, Phil. You want to come out of that timeout, get a good offensive set, chance to score, extend the lead a little bit, and Nutley created a turnover, and they give it right back to Colonia.
That's number 13, Richard Nugent. He's in, and I think he replaced Pinal, right? Number 44?
Correct.
Okay, and now he's being replaced by number 20, and that would be Jake O'Connor. Okay, good. Jake O'Connor started the game, didn't he?
Correct.
Colonia bring it up at half court. Jaden Jones over to Desmond Nelson. Underneath.
The big guy with the finish.
They throw it out in the top of the key to Mike Howell, who looks over the defense and throws it straight into Billy Anderson underneath, and he lays it home. Billy Anderson started off slow, but he's playing a heck of a game now. I think the coach brought him on the sideline, talked to him a little bit, and said, listen, this is what we got to do. He settled down, and we're doing it. So he goes to the line, three-point play. And he makes it.
Good form with the big guy.
He's a heck of a player. His wingspan is incredible. And he comes out, and he's replaced by number 5. And that will be Anthony Gooden.
Good substitution there by Coach Rodriguez. Get Billy Anderson with his 2 personal fouls, get him out of the game. No need to pick up a third one before the end of the first half.
And immediately, Anthony Gooden makes an impact by us grabbing the ball. So possession, the Raiders, but they still have it. Now, I like that young man, Pinal. He's very patient. He looks underneath. You know, I'm surprised they don't have him underneath more, but obviously that coach knows what he has.
Yeah, he seems to be very comfortable handling the ball, knows what he wants to do, plays within himself, doesn't try and do any more than what he's physically capable of doing.
So we have number 10, Matt Pagola in for the Nutley Raiders. Anthony Gooden misses the shot. It's out of bounds off of Colonia, so Nutley will get an opportunity with 1:05 to go, come up and score. It's currently 33-17.
There we go.
Nutley moving the ball around, passing it back and forth, top of the key. Throw it to the side, they look underneath, but it's back out to the top.
Colonia doing a real good job of on-ball pressure, Phil, not allowing the players from Nutley to make an easy pass to a teammate.
And the cutters underneath are covered. And they still
Good
the
help
ball.
there, and creates a turnover. Look ahead, good look ahead, good block. And we come back down the other way in transition.
So we got Mike Howell on the call for a foul. Well, there's a bunch of run and gun. There's a couple things happening there. And one of which, Justin Gordon had picked up a turnover, threw it down court for Colonia, who didn't convert. And then Raiders come back down and they get a foul. And he goes to the free throw line, number 20 for Nutley, and that's Jake O'Connor. Now the coach looks like he might be playing offense-defense here because he puts back in Billy Anthony along with number 4, Jaden Jones, so he's probably looking to score here.
Yep, got to push it up. Clock winding down. Good call. Shot off after the buzzer.
Justin Gordon got the shot and he made it. It was a great opportunity, but it was right after the buzzer, so no count. So at the end of the first half, Colonia Patriots 33, Nutley Raiders 18. And we're looking forward to an exciting second half of basketball. Welcome back to Colonia High School basketball, playing Nutley Raiders. Score at the half is 33-18. Colonia clearly in control. We just want to mention that the Honorable Mayor Johnny McCormick, who always normally attends these games, along with Greg Ficara and Kyle Anderson, my fellow sportcasters, and also the Honorable Speaker of the House, who would normally be here and broadcast these games, have a council meeting tonight. But we missed them, but we're glad that we have the opportunity to be here with you tonight. So we want to thank them for all that they do all the time, and certainly the council, who really do a great job of helping the community of Woodbridge, making it the best town around. So at the start of the third quarter, Colonia has the ball, taken out on the side, and they take the ball into Savion Presley.
Phil, just a quick comment. I didn't realize I was in such esteemed company here tonight. I didn't realize you had such a prestigious group who'd normally do the broadcast with you. I'm quite honored to be subbing in.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to replace the mayor and Craig Coughlin, Speaker of the House. They do a great job. And I'll tell you, the mayor and Craig, along with Kyle Anderson and Greg Ficara, they're all very involved in the part-time sports casting, and they do a super job. So we missed them tonight, but we're going to try and hang in there.
There you go.
As we watch Savion Presley hit another three from the outside. Dennis, is that 4 or 5 for 5 from the three-point line?
Yeah, that's 5 for 5 from beyond the arc, Phil. And Presley led all scorers in the first half with 12 at the half. Very balanced scoring with the Patriots. Presley led the Patriots with 12, followed by Jaden Jones with 6, and then 3 other players, Noah Taylor, Billy Anderson, and Justin Gordon, all with 5 points apiece. Real balanced scoring.
Oh, great.
That's going to serve them well as they progress through the tournament, Phil. You know, teams aren't going to be able to focus on shutting down one player. They've got to worry about all 5.
And kudos to Camden, the #1 team in the state. They won last night also, behind Dewan
Wagner.
Wagner.
Yeah, one of the top players in the country. Great finish.
Colonia goes up for a layup. That's number 15, Noah Taylor.
Great finish by Jaden Jordan. Justin Jordan, excuse me, Gordon. Yep, another turnover.
Presley with another three.
Presley just feeling it tonight.
He hasn't missed any. What did he miss? One short jumper?
That's it.
Another steal by Presley, goes up. Doesn't get fouled, but he gets it stripped. And he steals it again. Knocks it out. Jaden Jones gets in, goes to the hole. I think it was bumped, but it wasn't called. And by the way, when I was talking about the scoring for that Carteret High School basketball was Coach Rodriguez. I don't know why I said Gonzalez, but that's Coach Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez, coach of the Colonia Patriots, scored 51 points in the game, and he has Carteret's all-time leading scoring record for a single game to this day.
That's quite an accomplishment. Anytime you're scoring north of 40, that's in a high school game. That's really saying something, Phil.
I think Milt Wagner did it one time for Camden. He scored 52 points.
Yep.
He went on to have a great career and won a championship with the Lakers in 1988.
While we have a break in the action here, I just want to kudos to the officials doing a really good job here today in spite of the pressure by Colonia and some quick turnovers, doing a real good job of staying up with the pace of play here, being real consistent on both ends of the court, and that's all both coaches and teams can ask for, Phil. On that last dribble drive, you saw there was some contact, but the reason no foul on that play is that's what we commonly refer to as offense-initiated contact. The defender was in a legal guarding position, still able to move, keep up with the offensive player. However, the offensive player jumped into the defender there, causing that offense-initiated contact. Therefore, we have a no call on that play. Well, very well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, thank you for that clarification because I thought it was a foul. But then I am wearing blue and gold tonight.
And that's why I wear the zebra stripes. Glad to help.
And you and I both know it's different down there.
It always is.
On the court. So Nutley has the ball at the top of the key, moving it around. They're still looking for a good shot. They pass extremely well. But now goes to the basket, but it gets stolen by Jaden Jones, and he goes to the basket. He makes it and one. Jaden Jones is making an impact on this game also.
Great play by Jones on that, both on the defensive end with the strip, and then breaking out, and then with the good finish. See if he can convert the conventional three-point play here. I'll tell you what, Phil, I don't think Colonia's missed a free throw yet here tonight.
Great free throw shooting team. And they get a steal, and he's fouled. That's Billy Anderson with the steal. He goes up for a basket, but he's fouled. There's no way that guy could have blocked the shot. He had to grab him and stop the points. So now he'll have to convert it from the free throw line.
That's the second foul on Nick Schroeder.
Colonia traditionally is a pretty good free throw shooting team. And he misses the first one.
That was it, Phil. That was the kiss of death. We were just talking about how the announcer's curse. And there you go.
So Colonia with the pressure again, full court this time. And they get it above half court.
Good move and finish there by Matt Pergola from Nutley. Finish at the rim. And Justin Gordon answers right back with a deuce of his own.
Presley on the steal, throws it out.
Yeah, Presley showed he was human after all. First miss from beyond the arc today.
And we got a travel on Nutley. He went up in the air to make a pass, came down within his hands, so it's clearly a walk. Ref calls it immediately. Colonia ball on the side. So now, Dennis, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Colonia is still pressing. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, you know, Phil, every team has a style of play. And that style of play obviously has served Colonia very well throughout the course of the season. And this is the state tournament after all. And you know what? You're gonna play your style throughout. And you know, there'll be a time later on in the game. You know, if the score remains at this type of deficit, there'll be an opportunity to call off the dog, so to speak. But right now, I think Coach Rodriguez is. You know, he just wants to let his team know that this is the state tournament, and we're gonna play the way we play.
Okay. Noah Taylor with the rebound, throws it up court.
That reach-in foul on Justin Gordon, his second. Team second.
So Nutley gets it and comes back down. They're going to take it out underneath the basket.
Foul on Jaden Jones, his first, team's third. That's a problem sometimes, Phil, when scores get a little lopsided like this. Players have a tendency to just become a little sloppy and not play maybe the way the coaches want them to play.
Beautiful pass underneath to Schroeder. He throws it back out to Nutley, number 10, who takes a shot and misses it. And Savion Presley on the rebound. Throws it ahead to Billy Anderson, and he scores.
You know, you told me earlier, Phil, that Anderson's comfortable playing at both ends of the court. He really showed it that time by running the court, getting out on the break, and good catch and finish at the rim.
And you know, Colonia always has their heads up. I remember your dad telling me one time when he was coaching, he coached the whole afternoon and didn't let him shoot the ball. And he wouldn't let them dribble, but he wanted them to look up the court every time, so they passed it, they couldn't walk. And Colonia seems to have that mentality. They're constantly looking up to the next guy and pushing the ball up.
Yeah. When you play pressure defense like Colonia does, you got to know that you're going to create a certain amount of turnovers, and the easiest way to score is to take advantage of those turnovers and look up court and get some easy fast break points. And Colonia has done that a number of times tonight.
Ooh, another turnover. Mike Howell knocks the ball away. They get it. Throws it to Presley, who goes in for a layup, and he's fouled. Savion Presley doing it all today. Again, aggressive defense. They collapse when he goes to the hole. Knocked it away from him. Turnover, throws it up court. Finds the open man, and it's an easy layup. And he gets fouled. Okay, Dennis, so since we mentioned the perfect free throws, they've missed 2.
That'll teach us to open our mouths.
Still working the ball around, Nutley is. Top of the key. Schroeder, number 45, they seem to be going to him, and he doesn't hesitate to shoot when he gets the opportunity. Still working the ball, moving it around. Number 0, Du Bois Carter takes a shot from three-point land, and he gets it partially blocked.
Yeah, that was Michael Howell extending the defense there, getting a piece of that ball. Well done.
Savion Presley goes to the sideline. He gets an applaud from his team. And in for him, they have number 13. That would be Matthew Sherb. Immediately goes into Mike Howell down low. He's looking to throw it out. Billy Anderson goes to the hole, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Billy Anderson can not only take the three-pointer, he's underneath, he can rebound, put it up, but he can drive, go to the hole. If you notice, he did a kind of a Euro step to the side, went right around the defender, laid it up, and
Another missed free throw, Phil.
I'm not going to say anything about free throws. Billy just proved us wrong. He's 1 for 3.
I think people sometimes underestimate the value of free throws. They're, especially come tournament time, every point is valuable. One and done situations.
It certainly is, and that's now
with the strong finish.
Takes the ball, dribbles it under the basket, and lays it in. Colonia brings it back up.
55-22 with 1:23 left in there in the third.
Beautiful move by Jaden Jones. Goes right around defender to the hole and lays it up off the glass. Colonia again with the pressure. So we got a foul. Nutley Raiders are taken down on the side. We have several substitutions here. There's Nelson in, number 3. And also Savion Presley is back. Along with Mike Howe and Billy Anderson, and we have number 13, Matthew Sherbert. Beautiful three-point basket by Nick Schroeder. And I told you, he's been looking to shoot. He just hasn't had a lot of open shots. But he hits that one and he's fouled. Chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, good look by Schroeder there. He's clearly Nutley's #1 scoring option, and had a real good release on that. And the defender didn't give him any place to land, Phil, subsequently the foul call.
And he converts the traditional three-point play.
And that would be 4. 4-point play.
That's right, because he shot the 3. You're absolutely right. Colonia moving the ball around, cutting to the basket. High arcing shot for number 13, Matthew Sherb. He gets a three-pointer to go.
Yeah, I really like what Coach Rodriguez has done here in the third quarter, Phil. He's gotten some of his bench personnel in the game, but yet still kept the continuity of what Colonia wants to do by keeping some of his other starters in the game. It's, again, and that's a travel. But what that does, that gives some of the bench personnel some game time experience in state tournament play. And later on down the road, that might serve them well, especially if a team gets in foul trouble or injuries are sustained. You always want people to feel comfortable.
You're absolutely right. And that was a turnover by Nick Schroeder of Nutley. Presley gets the ball, goes to the basket, and lays it in. Went right around his defender for 2. And Dennis, you're absolutely right. And what it does also is that, and we talked about it earlier in the game, with his substitutions and the way he does it, they haven't missed anything. They haven't missed any rebounds. They haven't missed the aggressive defensive play. They haven't missed the offensive scoring. And again, you can look at the score and it's indication, 62-26 at the end of the third. So for that particular quarter, Nutley only scored 8 points. I think it was 18 or 17 at the end of the first half. 18, I believe.
18, right.
Okay, so they scored 8 points in that quarter. So that shows you the defensive pressure that was on. Even with his substitutions, the defensive pressure was still there. The turnovers were still there. Not as great, but with that pressure on the half court, they weren't able to score. Colonia took advantage of it. They came down, they scored.
Right. As it gets later in the game, too, clearly Coach Rodriguez in his substitution pattern, he's got a lot of fresh players sitting over there on the bench, whereas Nutley, I think, just doesn't have the same type of personnel. They've played pretty much the same 5 or 6 players the entire game. After a while, especially against pressure defense, that's going to wear you down, and I think we're starting to see the end result of that pressure and some easy baskets for Colonia.
And again, what you have to stop now is Nutley can't allow them to take them out of their game plan. Trying to shoot threes, trying to hurry it up, trying to get back. You're not going to catch up. I mean, you're down almost 40 points. You're not going to catch up. So you just need to take your time, play a little aggressive defense, take good shots like you've been doing. But again, time is always against you at this point, so you're going to have to hurry it up a little bit, but play your game.
Yeah, teams are like all of us. They have personalities. You have to do what you do best, and you can't deviate from it. And right away we get another turnover.
Savon Presley with the steal in the easy basket. Savon Presley has to have 22, 23 points. We almost got another steal by Presley. And it is. He takes it, he goes to the basket, lays it up with his left hand, and it's in. Aggressive defense. Colonia still all over the court. You can't throw a lazy pass around him. And there goes the boys Carter to the hole. He goes behind his back. Yeah, goes to the basket, lays it up off the glass, and he had a little bump. What they call that? Offensive, what then?
Offense-initiated contact,
All
Phil.
right, that's what I'm talking about.
Defender didn't do anything illegal, but the offense is the one who caused the contact.
It's such a pleasure to have you here to clarify things for me.
You know, as hard as it is sometimes for players to be in a lopsided game like this where the point deficit becomes, you know, as large as it is, you know, it's just as difficult for officials sometimes, but the officials so far have done a real good job of controlling things and, you know, not losing their focus.
Savon Presley with another steal at half court, lays it in with his left hand. Savon Presley got to have 5 steals, which converted to at least 8 or 10 points. They are quick. There we go, another steal. Savon Presley to the hole, left-handed and in. And Dennis, that's not full court pressure. That's a half court defense that they're playing.
Yeah,
he just picked up 2, 3 steals.
Yep.
Anticipation. He almost got another one, and he does, but he's called for a foul. So Savon Presley fouls number 14 for the Raiders of Nutley. That's Kareem Youssef, and they'll take it out on the sideline. Savon Presley gets a big applause from the crowd and the coaches and his teammates, and he's being substituted with Anthony Gooden. I think that's it for Presley with 6 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, I think that's the last we'll see of Savon tonight, but job well done. Finished the game with 28 points.
He's an exciting player. We look to see him in the D1 next year. So we got a foul on Colonia.
Yep. A little off the ball foul on the cutter there. And Colonia's over the limit. Nutley's in the bonus, and they'll be shooting 1-1. Nick Schroeder at the line.
I truly expected them to make that with his form and his shooting skills.
Yep.
Could be tired too, then.
I was just going to say, it is late in the game, and you know what? He's played just about the entire game, and that becomes that fatigue factor we were talking about a little earlier.
Jaden Jones controlling the offense, and he throws it down low to Noah Taylor for 2. Scores easily underneath the basket with a quick fake. And for Nutley, the boys Carter is controlling the offense at the top of the key. Moving ball around, still looking underneath. Finally get it in the middle to Pinal.
Yeah, you can kind of tell, Phil, Nutley hasn't seen this type of pressure defense and just solid defense all year long. They clearly they've caused Nutley to become extremely uncomfortable tonight with their defensive pressure.
And we just got the ball thrown out of bounds. It was going to Du Bois' car, but it went out of bounds. And number 12 threw it to him. That's Frank Catella, who's in the game. And Pinal goes out. He's played a good game, number 44, Anthony Pinal. And we got a few substitutions coming in for Nutley. And that looks like number 22.
That's Nick
Peter Ryan.
Nick Howell replacing Billy Anderson.
Okay. They throw it down low to Noah Taylor, but it's stolen, knocked away underneath. Good defense by the Raiders. And they bring it up court. Okay, we have some substitutions coming in here. Justin Gordon goes out, along with Jaden Jones. And Colonia is underneath. The Raiders put up the shot, number 4.
Peter Riyad with the finish. I think we have fan favorite Meet Desai in the game for Colonia, number 20.
And he's a good player too. You watch, his substitutions won't make a difference. As Noah Taylor goes underneath, a great pass from Mike Howe underneath, and Taylor lays it in. Look at the defense, Dan.
Yeah, you know, they settled into a 2-3 now. Coach Rodriguez probably just didn't want to be in a situation where they were given any more fouls, and right away Nutley gets a little penetration, creates a foul situation. So they'll be at the line. Nick Schroeder shooting 2.
We got Matthew McSorley coming in now. He's going to replace Noah Taylor. He gets a hand. Well deserved, by the way. He has a little fanfare underneath the basket there.
There we are. Schroeder hits the second of 2.
Matthew Sher brings it up. Okay, that's a shot by Meet Desai. Missed the shot. Schroeder hits a long three-pointer. Good job by Nick.
Yeah, showed some good range there.
Yes, he did.
That was good 3 steps beyond the 3-point arc. Yeah, Colonia continuing to run good offensive sets here, good patterned offense.
Mike Howe underneath, turns, spins, lays it up with his left, but he misses. Raiders with the ball, bringing it up court. Du Bois Carter. Then, where was
Schroeder
Nick?
again for deep.
Where was Nick Schrader in the last 3 quarters?
Well, you know what, Phil? I think the Colonia defense had a little bit to say about that.
Okay.
You know, the defense isn't extending out as far as it was with the earlier on, and
Colonia tries to come back. It's a missed shot. Mike Howe puts it up. That was Matthew McSorley who took the first shot, but he missed it.
you know, as much as Coach Rodriguez may not like to have such a lopsided score here, but what it does, especially this time of year, it really gives some of his other bench personnel and players who've been there all year long the opportunity to get in the ball game.
That was another basket by Mick Schroeder, a two-pointer off the baseline. Good shot, nice form.
You know, Phil, you can't underestimate, you know, how important it is to have good teammates and players that can be competitive for you to practice against every day in practice. And you know, it's a long season. Basketball season's a long season. You know, we start in November, and here it is the end of February, early March, and we're still going at it.
Mike Gooden goes underneath, but it's deflected. They kick it, get it, throw it back out to number 13. That will be Matthew Sherbert, but he missed. Raiders have the ball, 35 seconds to go. And it's out of bounds. Looks like it's on Colonia. It'll be Raiders ball. Now we have mass substitutions for both teams coming in. Colonia High School is applauding their team and the effort that they just put out. What a defensive gem for Jose Rodriguez and his team, the Colonia Patriots. Exciting basketball. If they continue to play this aggressive defense and the teamwork that they've been doing, they should go pretty far in the state tournament. All right, so we got number 35 coming out.
Officials doing a good job. We had 6 players on the court there momentarily. Nobody put the ball in play.
Mike McSorley came out and number 33 came in. Dennis, you have 33 at the bottom of your sheet? I don't have him on my sheet. The bottom of Colonia sheet?
Sure do, Phil. That's, I believe that's Joey Pelosi.
Okay, Joey Pelosi. He came up with a steal earlier. Now he had the ball on a fast break, but chose not to take the shot.
The fans want a last-minute score here from the bench personnel, but like all good teams, Coach Rodriguez showing some good sportsmanship, and they'll run out the clock.
And Jeffrey White came into the game, too. We just want to mention him. So, at the end of the game, Colonia 74, the visitors, Nutley Raiders 40. It's a great game for Colonia. I think they had an opportunity to see what they look like or what they're going to look like in the States. I'm sure people will be looking at them. Nutley put on a good game. I thought they played a great game to begin with. Dennis, any quick assessments before we end it?
You know, Phil, again, I think Colonia's balanced attack is going to serve them well as they advance here through the state tournament. Defensive pressure. You know, when you have a tandem like Savon Presley, Jaden Jones in the backcourt, and then you got Billy Anderson in the front court, who can cause a lot of problems defensively. I think the future's looking pretty good here for the Patriots.
Thank you. And Dennis, thank you for coming and supporting us and giving us your view from an official point of view. And that's an official point of view. And I'd like to thank all the people from Woodbridge Township who joins in with us. And if you don't have an opportunity to come to the game, please look at local channel 35. We're on YouTube and Facebook. And we'd like to say once again, thank you and good night.
Thank you, Phil.